more thing, which we all encounter a lot, and I do encounter like on a daily basis. People think that we are the ones that do all the killing, all the bombing, all the destruction, all the oppression, like every day. And I mean, it does offend me sometimes, and like it happened like about 2 years ago. There was like a professor in the business department. I'm not gonna say his name, but like me and Mo was were in the class, and once like he knew we were Palestinians, we were like, oh yeah, that's where everybody bombs everybody and where everybody kills everybody. And it was actually like a joke. He was complaining about the cold, and we're just being funny like everybody else. We're like, oh, you should come live where we live, like in Palestine. And then that's when he took off. And then after that, like in all of his examples and all of his explanation about the business world and the companies and the firms and stuff like that, he would always give examples about like companies that manufacture bombs, like people that bomb. It was just, I mean, it was funny, but it was offending in another way. So a lot of people in my dorm, everywhere, pretty much, like once we like begin talking about that, they always say, oh, like, aren't you guys the ones that do all the killing and all the bombing and all the stuff every day? And actually, like, last time it happened was fall break, which was funny. I always dreamed about going skydiving, and I did. And like when we went to the place, the guy that was supposed to jump with me, he was like, where are you from? And this is actually funny about me. When I don't want to get into that, I always tell people that I'm from Jersey. And they buy it a lot of the time. If I don't talk too much, they'll figure it out a little bit. So, and my girlfriend was with me, and she was like, no, stop it. No, he's from Palestine. And he was like, oh, so you got the bad people that kill the Jews every day. And pretty much it ruined my day, because it's, I mean, come on.
That's not true.
So I
And
don't
if
want
we're
to.
not the one bombing and killing, it's people confused about who's throwing the rocks at each other. I mean, it's more complicated than people throwing rocks at each other. I mean, this is just so like this statement is so underestimating the situation, and that's unfortunately reality here.
I mean, I don't want to get into all the stuff that we, face every day, the stuff that we've been suffering from since, 2001. I mean, as many of you know, I've been here for 4 years. I could not go home for once. I'm graduating in May. My parents won't be able to come and see me. Right now, the Gaza Strip has been blocked. Like, nothing can get in, nothing can get out for the past 6 years now. Right now, well, it's been years. We're having a power supply shortage. Like, we have electricity less than 3 hours a day. Because pretty much the power supply in Gaza is divided into like 3 parts. Part comes from Egypt, part comes from Israel, and part comes from a power plant that we have in the Gaza Strip that was donated by the Swiss government about 10 years ago. And we don't have fuel. I mean, everything is closed. The fuel does not, get in to supply these plants, and Israel just, loves to put more and more pressure every day, and they don't deliver electricity, and, Egypt has its own thing. So it's just one of the things that fireworks that don't do anything. And in the meantime, we're being bombed every single day, every single minute. Like every time I call, like right now, I just don't call home because every time I call, they tell me, oh, this guy died. This guy was in the wrong place at the wrong time. This guy, his house was next to this house that got bombed, and all his family died. It's just every day, every day. I mean, every single, all the goods and commodities that are supplied to the Gaza Strip are delivered and are smuggled through tunnels between Gaza and Egypt. And I'm not gonna get into that again. Like every day, I don't know how many people die like in these tunnels because the tunnel just collapse or all the gas pipes and the fuel pipes just explode and kill everybody in there. Because that's the only way we get supplies in the Gaza Strip. And at the end of the day, people think we're the ones doing all the bombings and the killing. Terrorism.
Going off what Yahya's saying is, I believe this is what he is, trying to say, and I'm trying to say that as well. Is, we came from a disadvantaged part of the world. We did not have, the best happy life that everyone probably enjoyed, and we're trying to break through that and come to the U.S. for a better future, better education and all. To just see this kind of happenings and this kind of reaction from people towards us, that's what's really getting us sad and really kind of killing us inside. That we did not live that happy life and all the imaginary stuff that for us was imaginary. For people here, actually, it's just normal. Yeah, you had a TV when you were a kid. Yeah, cool. An Xbox too. Well, I had an Atari until I was like 12, and that's it. Stopped having any type of video games or anything. But it's just that life that we live, and then we come here and we hope for the better, and it's just killing us inside. That to see this kind of reaction from people, and we try to tell everyone, we try to teach, and we try to talk and give the right information, but it gets us.
It's not fair for the people that we left behind. I mean, I remember when I left home, everybody was telling me that pretty much you're going to be an ambassador. You're going to tell the people that don't know the truth, what really is going on there. I mean, the Gaza Strip, as many of you know, is the most dense place in the world, like the most crowded place in the world. And the size of the Gaza Strip is less than, the size of Washington, D.C., like in area, and over 3 million people live there. Unemployment is over 80%. Poverty is over 60%, because pretty much nothing's going on there. All businesses shut down, all embassies and, NGO, well, few of them are still there to help out, but the rest of them, fled pretty much because of what's happening there. I personally, my mom is from the West Bank. She's
ultimate control of Gaza Strip through air, sea, water, and all all four sides of the borders. So besides the obstruction movement, people are unable to travel from and outside of Gaza. I mean, like Yahya said, he's not going to be able to. His family's not going to be able to come here to this graduation. I have been here for 2 years, and I know I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to go back home to visit see my family. And I have it's the same. I have a sister who's studying in Germany. She's been there for 5 years now. Also, not sure when she's going to make it back home. One day to see my family once again. It's not also students not being able to go home to meet their families, but also patients trying to get health care and medical care restricted and not given permission to travel outside where they can get the health care they need. You hear a lot of stories about people dying on the checkpoints, just trying to get to that ambulance like 2 meters away to go to the hospital, and this is obviously the violation of international law, and Israel is known for its violations of the international law, and so nobody, the world is not really doing much about it. Besides the restriction of movement, the control of land, of access to land, and all the resources in land, the bombing and the shelling every day. Gaza has been under siege since 2006 as a punishment for the Gazans for participating in a democratic way and electing Hamas to lead them in a government. So basically, people participate in a democratic way, which is basically what the U.S. wants from them, and then they get punished by the Israelis for doing so and electing, the people they wanted. I can't think of other words to describe this situation other than it's really, really, really. I mean, it's people there are very oppressed, and are violations of the Israeli settlements or the Israeli occupation is on daily basis, and it's affecting our life on daily basis. Like us, I mean, we're students here. Try to graduate from here. I have friends back home who go to school here, back home, and they're also trying to carry on with their life and get an education and live peacefully under all these circumstances. Imagine yourself going to school, imagine yourself waking one day to go to school and finding out that your school was bombed, or that